guess, I don't know how this is. Okay, let's see. Let's get in here. All right. I did not mean to do that. It's not even ready to go live. Hi family. I'm up here. I'm getting ready to tap into this case real quick, family. Hi to the family who's up here. I'm gonna move this because I noticed when I put my phone over there, it acts up. Alright, let's see. They were a little behind. I don't know. I don't even know if I have this set up too good. Wait, let's see. Let's see. Hi family, how's the family doing? Okay. All right, I'm gonna tap into this case real quick. I was gonna like really meditate a little bit before I came up here on the live, but my live, I was trying to put it in this poster here, and then I just hit the live by accident. So maybe it was meant for me to just get up here and start the live without tapping into other things. So I'm just gonna go with the flow, right? I want to tap into this young girl, Tocarra Johnson, 22-year-old missing from Chicago. I believe she's been missing for over 2 weeks, family. If I have that information incorrect, feel free to plug it in. I strongly feel like, I don't know why this is coming out. I think I'm behind, so I'm probably going to be seeing my messages really late. Let me see. Hold on, family. Let me try to get back in here. Let's see how far I am behind in here. All right. This is better. All right. I strongly feel like Tocarra, right? And if she had been found, you all could plug that in too. Family had sent me this, and I said I was going to tap in because I was going to utilize this for a case. So bright. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, hi family. Hi Renee. Hi City. Hi Pamika. Hi Tiffany. All right. I'm gonna look into Tocarra Johnson, family. Anybody following this case, just keep me posted, right, about this case. But I strongly feel that whatever's going on with Tocarra, I feel like this has something to do with some kind of job, okay? Something with a job. I kept picking up some energy like this, like she was meeting up somebody pertaining to a job, or whatever was going on, it was concerning a job. Talking to somebody regarding details regarding the job. It was just like, I just keep picking this mainly up, like concerning a job, okay? Something pertaining to a job. Clarity regarding Tocarra Johnson. So we're going to look in today regarding what's going on with Tocarra Johnson, family. Tocarra Johnson. up here, but I can't put it up there either because it seems like when I put it up there, I'm having a hard time with it, with the communication. Can you all hear me okay, family? Let me know if you all could hear me okay. All right, so I'm seeing the no to stop. Something happened here, all right? Ancestors said, look into this conscious on a deeper level. So I got to look at some things. I got to look at some things she's conscious of, right? So she's aware, she's alert of some things, right? I got to look at some things her intuition was telling her regarding some things. That's why I also have to know to stop here. And I'm seeing the illness here. So something's going on pertaining to her. Another energy, I'm just going to say this since it's coming through in a revelation anyway. I know that I picked up, I know that when I was tapping in, I was getting this revelation regarding this job, right? Like as if she went to meet up with somebody regarding a job, or this person was telling her details pertaining to a job, okay? They could have had her meet up with them regarding the job and could have told her a lie, right? But this is what I picked up, something pertaining to a job. Another thing I picked up is on the left side, family, the left side of her neck. I don't know what that was on the left side of her neck, but it was more like a burning sensation on the left side of her neck. Not sure. Like pain, strained, like a strain, right? On the left side of her neck. So I'm not sure what happened there, okay? But something happened on the left side of her neck. So I have to, I'm gonna keep that in mind, looking at this illness that came out on as a secret, okay? Yes, we can hear. Okay, Tiffany, thank you. Hey, K-Swin. All right, let's see. Messages that Tocarra Johnson would like us to know. Oh, child. A lot came out. I'm gonna put those back, but let's just look and see what came out before I tap into anything else. Let's just look and see what came out. Oh gosh, these flew out the deck. So I got some playful events. I got some air, right? So I got some communication with a serpent in here, right? And it looks like she wasn't alone. She was definitely with somebody, right? She went in, she met up with somebody. They went to go definitely do some events, all right? They are doing communication in here, serpent energy. I got to look at what somebody told her, all right? We're going to put this back in here, but we're going to keep that in the back of our mind, right? Because I know that something was discussed about a job, okay? We praying for her safe return, whatever's going on in there. We praying for her safety, okay? Ancestors to reveal the messages that Tocarra Johnson would like us to know. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Okay, somebody's sick in here too, not just her. So it's a situation. All right, so something happened in here. All right. Something definitely happened. Okay, so I gotta look along her way, right? Of going somewhere. Something did happen, right? Something was taken in here, okay? So I have to look at that, right? The thing is, something in here was carried out because somebody didn't do something in here that they asked of them. Okay. Now, over here, not only do I have to look at mom and the illness, but I got to look at some things that mom know that's a secret as well. sometimes, okay, so not only do I gotta look at mom, right, and some things going on with mom, but I gotta look at some things with Tocarra, because sometimes family know things, but they don't say, right? And I'm seeing some secrets going on here, like that mom know as well, but maybe she's not speaking of it, all right? Or maybe she did speak of it, right? Regarding some issues, health issues, and that could be anything, right? Clarity. Yes, confirmation. Yeah, somebody up here, they was upset about something, right? They wanted somebody to do something, but it's like they didn't do it and they upset. Um, hmm. Confirmation in this. Confirmation that somebody went someplace to get something. A situation happening here. This talent, okay? Somebody in the mix of something could be a booster as well, okay? So somebody in the mix of this could be a booster, right? Shoplifter. This is the thing. I did pick up some energy that's telling me somebody was meeting up with someone pertaining to a job, right? Something that had to do with a job. Whatever this job could have been, it could have been something that wasn't good. Okay, somebody could have backed out of this. She could have backed out, and someone could have got mad at her about something too. Took some things out on her. I hate to say that, but this whole spread looked like it's going left, right? That doesn't mean that Tocarra's not okay, and that doesn't mean that we don't stop praying, right, for the best outcome, that she is found safely and returned home to her family. But it's like they know, right? Mom knows some things. I have this that's coming out behind an illness. Sometimes people could be suffering from depression and things like that, right? If they had a falling out too with someone and someone got on them regarding some things, right? Because something happened over here, right? And it was regarding some theft here. All right, let's go in a little deeper. She is highly intuitive, that's for sure. This young lady is highly intuitive. All right, let's go a little deeper. Tiffany says she's from Chicago. Yes, she's from Chicago. So this is someone that is trusted. So they went out of the area. A situation happened here with somebody who is trusted. So out of the area is just saying that it may not be in her area where she lives, right? Could be outside in the next city, town, or whatever have you. But I'm seeing something happen in here with someone she trusted, but this involves something that they was planning on doing, right? This is some talent in here. I feel like somebody in here is a shoplifter, right? So whatever the job was about that I kept picking up that she went to go meet up with somebody regarding family, you know, everything here is allegedly, right? But someone could have brought something up to her pertaining to shoplifting, right? Boosting. I'm seeing some things in here, right? I got some siblings in here, some things that's going on. And I have some siblings in here that's expressing some love in here for her, right? And she have love there too. Okay, that's confirmation in there. So she have loved ones in here who love her. But I also have some things that's going on in here that's telling me that some promise, some things has been going on, right? Some promises carried out, some broken. But I have some deception that's going on in here with theft, ancestors are saying, right? Somebody also knew about this, right? You see what's going on in here, right? This mother-daughter relationship in here. Somebody knew some things about Tocarra, right? Not only about this illness, but also knew about some things that had been going on in the background relating to theft, okay? And them wanting her to put an end to a lot of these things, right? And that's not saying that Tocarra is a bad person, but sometimes we have people that hang out with those and they influence them, or we can influence them, but they're not doing a greater good, right? And you don't want your loved ones to hang out with these people because they are doing this, right? And I just feel like somebody got caught up in something, okay? I am seeing some traveling, so I got to look at some things, right? I got someone in here that know that this young lady traveled, and I know that they know that this young lady was sick in some kind of way as well, okay? Look like I got some kind of depression going on in here as well. All right. All right, let's go a little deeper. Yeah, for any relationships with this female. Here's a goodbye in here. See, some things is going on, right? She's traveling, but not only that, I got to look at some things, right? I got to look at some things that this mother in here is aware of, right? This daughter leaving, traveling, going somewhere, right? And doing some things, knowing about, you know, her condition as well, whatever condition this is, right? Whether she is depressed or whether this is other illnesses that's going on in here, okay? But that's in here. These are secrets that's coming out. I also got to look at who she is with and the influences in here, right? And the fated relationships that's going on in here that she's having with somebody. And so say, yes, this is confirmation, because I got somebody also who wouldn't do something too that they wanted them to do. So it's kind of like somebody could have backed out or reneged on something. They probably was like, once was for it, right? And then just like, no, I don't want to do it no more. I'm not going to do it, right? And then things went left in here, right? A situation, right? This female got a talent. I'm conscious of this. Yeah. See, they knew about this female back here with this fading relationship and some things, right? That they wanted her to put it into some things. I believe this female in here that I got to take a deeper look is connected in here to her, right? Because they be in here, they be doing theft. This female in here, right? So she's probably a booster or something, this female in here, okay? So I have to look at her with some friends, okay? Somebody she know. Yeah. See the authorities. See, I got a lot of energy that's coming out on here. It's telling me about the bond in here between this daughter and this mother. This daughter, it's kind of like, it's a bond in here. All right, I'm not doubting that. I know she had family in here who really loves her a great deal in there with this energy that had come out. But it seemed like her mother, all right, did not want her around somebody in here, right, who was some faded relationships at some point in time, all right, because it looked like they was doing some things that they ain't had no business, this individual, right? This is the recreation things that they went to go do. So mom knew, all right, that she went to go travel, okay, and meet up, and this is some recreational things, right? Somebody is in here, they going to do some recreational things. And I kept picking up some kind of energy that tells me that somebody wanted this young lady to do a job, was, you know, wanted to meet up with her about a job, right? And that could very well be the job. Yeah, this is along the path in here. Educating themselves about some things in here. This is somebody who is trusted in here, and this is the situation. This female is in here, right? This is a talent in here. So this girl, I believe this is her talent, is she's a booster in here. All right, so this girl have a talent of this. Okay, let's see what this is. This is at home. I'm seeing the siblings and some things stolen. So I got to look at who house she went to, right? These siblings connected to this female that I got to take a deeper look into, right? So this person, whoever this is, and whoever's connected to this person, right? House that she went to or whatever happened in there, all right? Some things went on in there. Here's the authority. So they in here, they talking about some things too, right? Some things was expressed, right? So I'm seeing a faded relationships in here. So it's kind of like, you know how people just say you commit a crime, or they want you to commit a crime, and you start talking about other things, and you kind of reneging because you have fear of authority figures. So that could be anything, going to jail, the law, your parents, or whatever like that. Yeah, something more happened in here, right? So I have that. The only thing, energy that I have on this young lady family is that right now this young lady is missing. I do have her with someone, right? At least at that point, wherever she left, she met up with someone concerning a job. I felt like whoever this person was, they was into boosting, so shoplifting, and therefore like that. I feel like they wanted this young girl, Tocarra, to come on board and do some things with them as well when it comes to that. And it looked like somebody in here reneged on some things. First, it looked like they was going along, but then their intuition started kicking into with some things, and it's kind of like they backed out of it. From there, I am seeing some faded relationships in there. And from the faded relationships, some things has happened because now it's quarrels or whatever else done happened in there. Okay, from these faded relationships. Okay, because somebody didn't go along with the plan. All right. One thing I'm going to say is, I do see this illness in here. I know one thing. I have a lot of things in here that's telling me some depression is going on as well. But I also picked up some energy regarding this young girl's neck. All right, the left side of her neck. I don't know what happened there. It just felt like this burning sensation or a strain. It felt like strain and a burning sensation. So I'm not certain what that is, right, family? That could be anything, okay? So we're going to just pray, right? We're going to just pray for this young lady. Pray that she is found safely and return home to her family. I don't really see anything. I know that she's traveled, all right, to do some recreational things. Mom may know exactly where she traveled to, okay, because I'm seeing it in here, right? Mom also knows some other secrets that her daughter was doing that she wanted her to put it into. Mom also know about this illness that's going on with her daughter. So whatever sickness that her daughter may have, okay? So we're going to just leave that there. Everything that I speak of is allegedly, all right? I'm seeing that the ancestors did say she needs to educate regarding the people. So Tocarra needs to educate herself regarding the people that she hang out with along her path, all right? I am seeing that this girl being highly intuitive as well. So that's all I'm seeing, right? Family asked me to tap into this. That's what I'm seeing on this young girl, right? That's what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to say we're going to continue to pray for this young girl. There's nothing else for me to tap back into, right? Look at this goodbye, because I know Mom wanted her to put some things to an end in here, right? This is Mom wanting her daughter. She have a bond with her daughter, so I got to look at the relationship. She got a strong relationship for her daughter, so it's great concern in here, right? So I'm sure she talked with her daughter over years, although I know that this young girl is 22, they said, right? Her mom still got that, you know, that tight bond and hold on her. So I got to look at what Mom has been speaking to her all along about, like the recreational things that she do in her life. And recreational things can be many things, whatever you do in your leisure time. So her mom is in here. She concerned. She spoke with her about some things too. She wanted her daughter to put some things to an end as well, that she was doing some recreational things she was doing in her life. Even a relationship with this female in here, whoever this female may be. She could have went to school with this female as well, all right? Let me tap into this. Oh, child. Hold on, family. Clarity. My phone falling all over the place, family. I do not have it in my coaster today. Yeah, ain't nothing good coming out of here, right? I just wanna chalk this up to just the things that Mom wanted her to stay away from, right? So it's kind of like, you know, when you talk to your children, even your adult children, and you tell them to stay away from certain people and stay away from certain activities because it will cause your demise. This is exactly what's going on in here. So Mom be expressing this. Mom has been expressing this stuff to her daughter, right? And it doesn't mean that Tocarra is a bad person. That's not what it's saying, right? But it's some things that, you know, us as parents, we love our children, right? And we talk to them every day about the different activities that they do and the people that they're involved with that's in their life, right? And to be mindful, and or whatever the person is doing in their life, to don't hang out with people like that, right? Because it brings nothing but trouble. See, this mom has been talking to her daughter about some things in here, right? Nothing good is in here, right? Nothing's good is in here, right? Not only this is causing her mom is worried in here too. So this is stress and worry. I got depression also in here. So it's some things that's going on in here, right? Let me look deeper into this female. I didn't know about this female. This female is into some things. Yeah, something definitely happening here. Something happening here. I feel like whatever that was in here that Tocarra may have reneged in, right? And it's regarding some theft, all right? It's regarding theft. I feel like whatever happened in there, it caused a big, you know, this was a big issue that it caused in here, right? Because I have some people that was looking forward to some things, right? And when she didn't do it, that just caused a big thing in here, right? So that's where I'm seeing the most falling out in here, right? With this person in here. Clarity, ancestors. I'm gonna tap into this, and then I'm gonna get out of this case. Clarity in relationships, ancestors. Oh, child, this one to come out. There's a male. There's a male in here too. So I got a male, I got a female, I got faded relationships. I got this male in here. So I got a male in the mix of this too. So I got a female, I got a male, and these could be siblings too, right? This male and female, they could be siblings too, right? But I got this male and female in here, okay? So more than one person, right, that she was with. That's what I'm seeing, family, right? Definitely, she definitely was in somebody's home. Jeez. At some point, she was in somebody's home. All right, I'm gonna leave this just like this, right, family? Ain't gonna tap into no more. Some kind of chaos erupted in here, all right? Some kind of chaos erupted because somebody backed out or reneged on something that, you know, that was offered, I guess, after the, you know, they said that, you know, they would be a part of something or do something, all right? So I'm gonna just leave that like that, family. We're gonna pray for this young girl return. If she doesn't return soon, I will go back and tap into this case. But as far as I'm seeing, it's looking like family, we need to just pray for this young girl's safety and safe return, because she amongst people who isn't the best for her. All right, people that get you caught up into some mess, right, and sabotage you. And then leave you, you know, hurt. Do some things to you, right? Use you to do some things, and that's all they do, is they use you. All right? So we're going to leave that at that. But this is definitely somebody that's a, you know, supposed to be a friend in here that she's with. Okay? A male and a female that is known in here. So I'm just going to leave that at that. Right, family? That's what I'm seeing in there. Right? And I'm also seeing that I have someone in there that's involved in boosting, shoplifting. That's what I have somebody involved in. Okay? And I also have a male that comes out in there as a fated relationship in there for her as well. So not just the female, but a male in there. So I have that as well. Okay. So we're just going to continue to pray for this young lady that she has found safely and, you know, return home to her family. That's what we are praying for right now. Right, family? So I'm going to get off of here. I love you all, family. I want you all to have a prosperous night. Family, for those of you who's following this case, please keep me posted. Right? Just send some prayers to the family. Right? So I'm just going to say that. Love you all, family.